Hello guys, welcome back to Speakers Corner podcast right here on our YouTube channel. And of course, I am with my favorite friend and the leader, Benjamin Masika Mwanja. Bro,
yeah.
Just the other day you were doing ulikuwa nakumbuka kuna time before campaign.
Yes.
One of the tools you used to campaign.
Yes.
And it's so sad.
Yes.
That you had to use this as a tool for campaigning. Is you went and ulikuwa na sessions na wanafunzi. I don't remember the school, but you were teaching them. Because in return you wanted them to go and tell their parent wakupigie kura.
Yes.
That's so bad.
Yes.
Because I don't know why you stopped. If you were genuine and you really wanted to impact knowledge, at the size you could be having those sessions, because Babu Owino bado anakuwa na lectures na no students. Hata just the other week he had.
Okay, it's not a challenge. It's something I'm doing. I teach.
Oh, you should do.
I teach in a college, JKUAT, Kitale campus. And during campaign period, I used to go and dispense knowledge carelessly in primary schools and secondary schools nearby my ward. And I did this for the following two reasons. Number one, I wanted to understand my people through their kids. Are you getting me? Yeah. That is the reason as why I did that. Number two, I wanted also to encourage my fellow brothers and sisters, as young as they are. Others were candidates that I could take time, at least an hour or 30 minutes, to have solve a mathematical question with them, and again ask them to work hard, because the future of us as young people is education. Yeah, that is the reasons why I did that. And I am also doing that, as much as I am a part-time lecturer in JKUAT Kitale campus, but I also do that.
Okay.
Yes.
So since you mentioned the issue of teachers, that's what I wake up hivi. Saizi ukiingia kwa media yoyote, in fact just a few minutes ago nilikuwa naona the Speaker of the National Assembly amekuwa anaongea. Nadhani they have been having a motion of the funding model.
Yes. And
larger percentage of people have been saying that education should be made free, affordable for anyone. And they were saying it should be mandatory.
Yes.
Even the Chief Justice, Martha Koome, she has just been saying that a few minutes ago.
Yes.
We have been having this issue of funding model quite some time now. Imekuwa ni kama sasa it is a problem. Nakumbuka students when wamekuwa na join university, some of them were supposed to have even reported by now, especially those of Maseno. Maseno walikuwa kureport August, on 12th of this August, but right now hawajareport because funding model has become a problem. When the president came in and when he was doing his campaigns, alikuwa anasema he's going to change the funding, because alikuwa anasema anataka kuwa na hiyo total sponsorship ya wale families zenye walikuwa na there is no need of giving them a loan yenye hata maybe itawashinda kulipa hapo baadaye. We should just sponsor them fully, and wale wenye wanaweza kujiwezea let them pay. But turns out ni kama I don't know, the dispensing model ndio imeshindikana or what is happening. What is your take about that?
Thank you very much. As an educationist, I think I will start from this point. Somebody said that education is the best investment that accrues high interest. And all the way from the era of Moi, Kibaki and so on, Kibaki is well known as the late President Kibaki is well known for providing a free primary education, of which we are the beneficiaries. And the funding model has been very well, very okay.
Yes.
And I would like to urge the president that as much as we don't want to be racists of change, we want to embrace change. But Mr. President, kindly please let us be
Slow.
is a bit, let us impress change in a simultaneous way, because this thing is affecting needy students, needy families. For example, there's this case, almost 3 to 4 children that who had scored an A-, a B+, and so on, who are supposed to join university, and they are busy complaining in the televisions and so
because
on. They are still at home. They have been placed in different bands as due what they have been categorized as well-off families. You get.
When it's the opposite.
They have not been placed. It's not that they have not been placed. They have been placed, but they have not been placed in the right way or at the right position. Because these people, looking at where they are, even where they are standing, it is a wandering environment. So, Mr. President, please let us re-embark. Let us look on ways and means on how we are going to embrace change and assist these people. Somebody said that we should say no. We should not say no. We should not say we don't want. Let us say we improve on it. Now, the funding model that President has brought about is not something bad. It might be cost saving. It might be very good to the country going forward, but as it being implemented, it is affecting needy students that I think we should relook back.
And on that note of relooking, I think it even hit him while he was on his tour in Kisii. I remember him announcing that he's officially revoking all the calling letters of freshers, those who are yet to now join or who are about to join universities. He revoked all the letters and declared that he had added some funds to the ministry to support with the disbursement of helps and sponsorships. But now I'm wondering, are they going to use the same means? Because again, HELB or the ministry had declared, or it had announced that around 10,000 students were going to miss their subsequent loans. So I'm wondering, is this the right time for that change? Or should we just continue with
I think
dispensing how it was initially?
I think let us embark on the capitation model as we embrace change in a slowly.
Though now the president stands on ground that the initial capitation it was not appropriate for those people coming from vulnerable families.
You know, we cannot take it negligent for this issue of education, because we are looking forward for a proper and well-guided generation, the way we are. You know, Mr. President himself is a beneficiary of capitation, and so many leaders are beneficiaries. Kina likes of Babu, you know, they are beneficiaries of this.
The likes of
I am the beneficiary of this.
Now mention me among leaders,
and you among the leaders, you are the beneficiary of this. So I want to urge the president that as much as we want to impress change, as much as we don't want to be resistant to change, but the issue at hand is very important. It's about the do or die.
And very delicate at that.
Very delicate about that.
You miss this and you...
We have compromised with the education system about the CBC, which is a bit hectic and so on. It is in the process of stabilization. Again, we want to destabilize the already students who have performed very well. We are leaving them behind. It is clear enough that this model is not functioning well. And it's not bad for us to still hold back on the capitation process as we go slowly on how we are going to have the clear and well elaborate process on how we can help these children, because we as a country are not going anywhere. These are our children, these are our brothers and sisters, and we want them to live better lives coming forward.
And on that note of stabilization,
yes,
teacher strike is set to commence on Monday.
Yes.
And you listen to them, they are talking about salaries, of course. And now kuna wangana ile inaitwangaje, like kama mtu ako class fulani ya salary
upgradation.
Yeah, they are saying TSC size inafaa ku upgrade ni around 1000 around 130k teachers. And you know with the upgrade means salary pia. Sikutoi M nikakupeleka hiyo bila do. And the government on the other side, we are using naitongaje supplementary budget. Tulileta bill yenye ilikuwa employ teachers na kuongeza salary, mkasquash, mkaandamana. So right now unaandamana because do. Where do you want me to get it? What do you think is the right thing for it to be done?
You know, Kenya as a country, this country has money. We are raising taxes.
We also have debts.
We are raising taxes at a higher rate from fellow citizens. And you know,
and we also
every
majukumu mengine, barabara, maji. So kugawanya
holding all factors constant.
Yeah.
Education is key. Infrastructure is key, and development. But for a better country, I think
education should be prioritized.
And that's why I am advocating for a funding model. Again, you see the issue of strikes of teachers. You know, a teacher, everyone passes through the hands of a teacher.
Okay.
And
everyone,
even the president himself was.
And by the way, I also
concur
with you. I think we should embrace the fact that teachers should be respected and should be given their honor.
You know, these are teachers, these are doctors.
Yeah.
These people hold a part of almost our life.
Yeah.
Let us look back and see how
their cause might be even sacred, because, you know, talking about teachers, Jesus Christ, for the Christians, will relate Jesus as a teacher.
Yes. All those stuff, but let us. I want to encourage the president and advise the president that when it comes to the issue of education and teachers, let us not take it as on a slighter note. Let us try to listen to them, because it was just the other day when they striked and they entered a realm of maybe having a conversation. Was it NAT or TSC and so on?
Yeah, TSC and NAT and KUPPET, they had a conversation, but
we can stop other. We can not even stop, but pause other projects that are not that way. That way. Very important.
Now you see the problem.
Let us prioritize. Let us prioritize these projects that are not very important.
Now the problem with you, it's not with you, but the problem with our country right now is that since everyone is looking for every opportunity or any space to just strangle Ruto, because while you are saying that we should sacrifice a certain project, some other people are holding on to that project. You see, and Gen Z's right now have said we just want to see results. So I've seen someone criticizing him on initiating a project and letting it to stall. You see? And now you see this man will have a rough time coming to explain that, you see, nilikuja nikasimama juu ya gari nikalaunchi water tank, lakini imebidi simame juu nimeamua kulipa walimu. No one is going to understand that.
You know, and where the position he holds is a position that he knew very well.
And he asked for this.
And he asked for it. And in fact, he was the best criticizer. You see, he asked for it. We know that other decisions to be reached needs what we call a rational decision making. But it's logic that if you are running a functional government, you are oversighting, you are implementing, you should sit down and look at, prioritize your projects in terms of agility. Are you getting? Because we urgently need teachers in school for the betterment of our children. For us to have a proper and a good generation, we need to educate them.
So with the new,
we have no problem with we have no problem with all the projects he's initiating as the president. But
He should now prioritize.
let him prioritize.
So with
what
the
is
new
urgent.
finance bill that is being drafted right now, you think they should prioritize education?
Of course.
Yeah.
They should prioritize education. They should prioritize education in terms of funding model and
also teachers.
and payment.
Teachers will
payment of teachers.
Okay.
Yeah, and they should also prioritize unemployment.
Yeah,
Yes.
of course, because we also have teachers who have been striking.
Yeah, and we have those who are hired, interviewed and hired on contractual
internship.
on contractual basis,
yeah.
but they were supposed to be confirmed.
Yeah.
You know, it is a waste
Yeah, sure.
for us to invest in the acquisition of knowledge.
So what you think is that this time they should focus so much on the Ministry of Education?
Not focus so much on the Ministry of Education, but I've said prioritize projects that need a lot of attention and agility.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you were to advise teachers,
Yes.
because you've said we urgently need them, but since now the government is yet to work
Yes.
on their grievances, what can you tell them?
You know what
It's on Monday.
What
Students are
what I
supposed to go
know.
back to-
What I know is that these teachers are bitter because I heard them saying that some of their benefits have been cut off.
Austerity
get-
measures, austerity measures.
Yeah, they have been
They're
cut
out
off.
of Gen Z's movement, you know.
And you know, and you know,
We said we are putting austerity measures.
and you know, cutting somebody's
It
benefits.
is what you people advocated for. In fact, you should go down
These
on
are-
record
this is our-
as one of the Gen Zs.
These are our parents.
Yeah.
This is our parents, and you know these parents have their children. We are
the children.
We have young brothers and sisters, and we are asking the president that to.
And you told the
he should
president to
pay our
to
parents.
cut some balances, some irrelevant amounts and irrelevant allowances.
You know,
to be true.
it's not logic. It beats, or rather, fits the logic to cut a health benefit of a parent who is a teacher.
Oh, some of the
It is not.
allowances
It is
that
not.
were
It's
removed.
not. It's not logic. There are some allowances that were being cut off. That is why some of them are so bitter. I heard somebody saying medical allowances were cut off. And you know how expensive
don't
it is.
think that's-
You know how expensive it is for our parents to take our children to hospital. You see. So me, I want to advise the president to prioritize urgent projects, including payment of teachers and funding of our children. Number two, that our fellow mothers and fathers, our parents who are teachers, I know they are bitter. I know you are bitter about what you are going through. You know, it is a balance of life.
Yeah.
Hata sisi kama watoto wao pia sisi tulikuwa street juzi tukilalamika. Madaktari wamekuwa street juzi wakilalamika. And that is the work of the government under the leadership of the president. So I want to advise them that they had a dialogue. They had a dialogue. They agreed on several things to be done. And I think the reason as to why they want to go back to the streets or have a strike again is because their grievances were not heard, or some of their highlighted issues have not been handled. Because I heard them saying that their benefits have been cut off, some of their they have not been improved. I don't know, payment is just in and in. I know that everyone in this country is pushing the president to work in one way or another. But again, let us do it in a proper way. Let us have dialogue. If it's about the president, you know, the Minister of Labor, led by Mtua, he said that the other day he had meetings with the teachers and so on. I'm sure as intellects, because teachers are intellects, they have sat down, they have discussed on several issues and measures on how they have to reach to our concerns.
Yeah.
So we expect them to behave. We expect them to behave, and
They had a dialogue, but it seems it never worked. Just the other day, they met with TSC, but they walked out. And
now the blame goes back to
TSC, because they said that TSC did not have a deal for them, and all they want is a deal.
So the problem is it about the government or their leadership? So
Of course,
that is
maybe TSC will also cast their blames on the government or to the ministry.
now you see that is a back forward and forward and back.
So
issue
the president should
that,
just step in and
the president should just step in and assist
where
the ministry to at least pay these teachers and help us
upgrade
have a
them.
funding model, a proper funding model, and upgrade. For upgradation, you know, it's not a one-day event.
Yeah.
It's something that they have to discuss and reach to our concerns as equal partners.
yeah, sure.
You see, for upgradation, and they know, they have reasons as to why they are going back to the street. Some of them, they can look at their reasons, prioritize what they want first. As teachers, let them prioritize what they want first. You see, now that they understand the country is undergoing what we call an economical turmoil, it is in a situation whereby it is being it's called what?
Economic time what?
Yeah, this problem, how it is. So
It is that way.
let them understand
Yeah.
and prioritize also their issues.
Okay.
What they want first.
Okay.
Like me, I'm against somebody being cut off health benefits and so on and so forth.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So my parting shot would be, teachers kindly just reconsider doing a dialogue with TSC. Of course, we were the same people who were on the streets claiming that some changes should be here and there. It's not like I'm supporting the finance bill that was dropped, but according to that finance bill, it was addressing so much to do with teachers, and but since we lost it, I'm just hoping that even with the new draft of this finance bill, it's going to consider teachers, and I also hope the president is going to prioritize the Ministry of Education, just like how my guest has said. And of course, I'm 100% sure our students will resume school as it is planned, and education is going to go down like it has always been. Remember, this third term is a very delicate period, because this is the term that we also have, our students are sitting for their national examination. So I really count on your teachers to step up and to just make sure that you deliver your role, because again, teaching is a sacred role. And yes, I'm just hoping you don't disappoint God, or what God has sent you or has impacted on you or has assigned you to do. Of course, this is Speakers Corner Podcast. Until next time, goodbye guys, see you.